Hey, Meg.
Hi, Grace. Welcome to Heel to Toe. How can I help you?
I am looking for a new pair of shoes, kind of thinking like
Okay.
fuzzy Birkenstocks.
Sounds good. Fall's here, isn't it? Let's go on through.
All right, we are surrounded by amazing shoes here at Heel to Toe. I kind of mentioned that I'm looking for those like fuzzy Birkenstocks you see people kind of throwing on this time of year. But let's first tell me all that you guys have to offer, because you have way more than just Birkenstocks.
We've got a lot more than Birkenstocks, and it's all been chosen very carefully, and we try to look at shoes not only to be good looking, but also to function and to help if you've got maybe a pain that won't go away or something that's been nagging you. I have a lot of folks say I only have a certain amount of footsteps in a day. So you get up in the morning and you think, I'm going to get put on my shoes. I'm only going to make it through the grocery store. I'm only going to make it to the gym. We want shoes to have you comfortable all day long, to do whatever you want to do. And I also want them to feel like that's something you can wear all day. But I also want it to feel like you're comfortable in what you're wearing and you feel confident in what you're wearing, both looks-wise, because I think a lot of people think if the shoes are comfortable, they have to sacrifice something to be in them. They have to sacrifice looks or they have to sacrifice fit. And I don't want people to feel they have to do either of those things.
What are some of the names that you carry that people might recognize? I'm seeing tons of Birkenstocks. I saw a Blundstone in there.
We're very well known for Birkenstock, and I think that's sort of, if Heel to Toe had a flagship brand, Birkenstock would certainly be it, but it's certainly not the end and all be all. We've got a lot of stuff that people are used to seeing us from fall. Haflinger, the brand over my shoulder, makes wonderful wool clogs that we've had for years, but we've got a lot of newer brands. Blundstone, like you mentioned, is new for us this year. We've got Taos, which is a wonderful dressy company that does wits. They do dress boots. Rieker, Wolke is a very cute little Dutch brand that we've only had for a couple of years, and they do really cute dressy walk boots and shoes.
That's just to name a few of them. I mean, really, you're just scratching the surface here.
Yeah, and we've got athletic stuff, Brooks and New Balance. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And these are all kind of shoes that you need to know you're fitted correctly in, especially like Birkenstocks. They would hurt if you're not in the right
Absolutely. Most of what we do all day, every day, is people coming in and say, I just don't know why my feet don't feel good. I've maybe bought 5 or 6 pairs from some website, or I've been trying stuff online and I'm not having any success. What's going on? A lot of people don't realize that as you age, your feet lengthen or widen with pregnancies, with use, with age, your foot changes. So it's a very good idea to have it reevaluated so you know what you have to look for, so you can know what type of shoe is appropriate to buy and what size you should be in.
Something you said that was interesting is that you might not have a foot problem, it might be a footwear problem.
Right. A lot of people start buying a size in high school and just roll with it. Or they buy a type of shoes. A lot of people, maybe you started wearing Chuck Taylors in college or high school and that's what you always wear, and suddenly they're not comfortable anymore. Well, your foot might need a little more support. As we age, we all need a little more help and we all need a little more support than we used to, and a lot of times shoes can do that very easily. But if you don't know what to ask for and if you don't know the help that you require, it's hard to know what to ask for.
Can you walk me through kind of the fitting process to make sure that I would know exactly what kind of shoe I would need?
First, we have everyone take off both their shoes, right foot and left foot, because it's very common that people don't realize. About a half size difference is common between both feet.
I'm starting to realize that in my feet.
Nobody's perfect. Yep, everybody's got a little difference. So what we start with the right one and have you stand up on that for me. What we're going to do is look at the arch length of the foot, and then we're also going to look at the length of the foot, make sure everything. While we also have you on the measuring scale, we're also going to look at a couple of things like, do you have a flatter foot? Do you have a higher arch? Do you have a wider foot or a narrower foot? Because that will also dictate sort of what I'm grabbing from the basement, what I think will fit. So have you step out of that and see left. What size shoes have you been buying? Just kind of ballpark.
Kind of like 7.5.
Sounds great. I have a lot of people that measure a 7.5 that tell me they're buying 5s.
Oh so my gosh, you're kidding.
I'm not. A lot of times what we do, a lot of what I do here through the day is try to lovingly suggest maybe trying a different size or maybe trying a different width that you wouldn't have thought you needed.
Wow, interesting. Okay, so can I have you go grab what you think might be a good fit for me? And I'll see you in a second.
Okay.
Well, we've clearly got options here at Heel to Toe. I mean, you weren't joking when you said you were going to the basement and grabbing all the options based off the tiny amount of criteria I gave you. This is what you've come with after measuring me and getting this all suited for what we're looking for. And we have the fuzzy Birk in your hand.
And I bet you thought it'd be a clog, didn't you?
Yes, I really did.
Yep.
And this is perfect for the season.
Birkenstock is offering all sorts of boots and shoes that people never knew they had or expected them to have.
They're so comfy.
They're great. Same Birkenstock footbed that people are used to seeing from them. But they also come with a lot of other stuff anymore. We've got, even though we are known for Birkenstock, we have so many other brands to choose from, all of which will generally come in widths, have removable insoles if you've got an orthotic you're trying to make work.
Yeah.
We want people to feel spoiled for choice.
Oh, well, I feel spoiled for choice for sure. You've brought out so many options, and I know we're just scratching the surface of all that you guys have to offer with brands. People may or may not know, but also some really well-known brands like Birks and Blundstones, all things like that. If people want to come and have this experience for themselves and finally get a pair of shoes they can live in and live well in, how can they come see you guys?
We're in downtown Urbana. We're just a block north of the old Lincoln Square and hopefully very new Royer Hotel. We are at 104 through 108 West Main.
Perfect. Well, we thank you so much for having us in today.
Thanks for coming to spend the time.
Spoiling us with all the awesome options here. If you are interested in coming to check out Heel to Toe, we'll connect you with how you can come have your little shoe visit over on our website, styleliving.tv, and we do thank them for sponsoring our segment today.